Hey, this is Tamago. Welcome back to Automation Nation. In the previous episode, we got this biodiesel setup behind me, automating it basically for the most part. We also have the crusher back here for other reasons and the core sample drill. So all that's left to do today, wrong button, is this quest line over here, which is for crude oil, I believe. So we already got the core sample drill, and next up we actually need to dig up the oil itself. Fortunately, last time around we already found a bit of oil over here, crude oil reservoir. So we just need to build the machines to extract this. And then I think finally, finally after that, we'll get into Rails, which is probably going to be next episode, hopefully. Okay, now that we already have our HV infrastructure to power this up, we're going to go through the list of materials and build it. First, we have some steel scaffolding. Next up is some light engineering blocks, which we already have. And then we need some treated wooden fences, like so, 6 of them. Next up is the heavy engineering block. We already have the redstone engineering block, which is some sheet metal, the mechanical component, and the electrum. All right, here comes the rest of the steel mechanical components. And then we need the sheet metal. All right, here's the sheet metal, and here's the heavy engineering blocks. Next up is 2 blocks of steel and 4 more sheet metal. And last but not least is 4 fluid pipes, which we already have, and that's all the materials. So let's get to building. Okay, so here... Thanks for interrupting me, diesel generator. So here is the chunk where the crude oil reservoir is, with the chunk borders up. So we're just going to build it in here. So I think it's a pump jack that we need first to get the oil. Okay, so the base is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide with 1 protruding over there. So let's give that a go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that, I think. There you go. And then we're going to have the fences go on these sides, on top of the pipes. Oh, we have a light engineering block at the corner, 2 of them actually. I hope you enjoy the diesel thing in the background. It's pretty noisy. Okay, redstone engineering block goes there. Heavy engineering block, goes here. Okay, and then that last part I missed over there. Oh, you could use the arrows to go layer by layer. Oh, how did I know that? How did I not know that? But okay, sure. So we just have to go over and bust through the ceiling again. The blocks of steel make an interesting sound. Just look at that. Okay, I think we're done. And we just hit the hammer on that red block as someone commented. Thank you for that. I think I might be missing something actually, but let's see. Yeah, I am. Okay, wait. Oh no, okay, that was correct. For some reason it just didn't hit. Okay, so there's the pump jack. And I guess fluid outputs go here. So we probably should make some more metal barrels or something. And power goes on top of this port, so we'll grab some HV stuff and wire this up. Okay, and I also forgot that HV wires hurt that bad. Okay, well, that's good to know. There goes my 40 or so levels, but that's okay. I probably should insulate them soon or something, or just stop jumping over wires. Hopefully I remember not to do that. Okay, so I think what we can do is we can have the metal barrels on the floor, but let's make it just slightly nicer. Have them go up like this. And then into it from the top. So let's say through here. Like so. We probably have to process it anyway somehow, so this would be nice. Okay, now time to connect up the wire. So the HV wire connector goes over there. The relays go over here. I think we can just connect it directly through here. Yeah, okay. So I think I'm just going to go through the side over here, connecting this into a new line through the ceiling. Let's see how far I can stretch this to save as much wire as possible, because it's not cheap for us now. That's sagging lower than I want it to be, but we seem to be fine so far. Leave it that way. Okay, and I think we should be good to go. Now it should be pumping some oil, and if we place a bit more lighting here, we should be fine. I think we have to hold a bucket to see. Yeah, there you go. There's a crude oil coming in very quickly. There's a bucket in our next quest, like so. Okay, and here comes the big structure. It's the Distillation Tower, I think. I never built this before, so it's going to be the first time. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of materials, the same materials, I guess. So I'll get to those materials first. Okay, I think we got everything done except for the steel scaffolding slabs. Apparently wants this variant for some reason. I don't know if that's actually necessary. But you could cycle through all the different variants by doing this, as you can see. I think we only need 15, but whatever, let's just do that. Okay, I think I had to go through that twice, so that was the second time I did it. Then we can make slabs like this. So I think we only needed 15. Or wait, no, 30. There you go. Nice. Distill my beating heart. That was the quest done, and now we have to build this gigantic thing. Okay, we might have to build this outside, not here. I mean, we could also bust through the ceiling if we wanted to, but it'll probably look horrible. So we're gonna wire all the stuff up to the ceiling. Or actually, you know what? A cool idea might to be integrated with this cave over here. Let's see how many blocks tall that is so I could nicely prepare this. It's 15 blocks tall, I think. So let's count that. And of course, I'm going to use vein mine on this. There's no way I'm doing this manually. Okay, I think we need to build it about this deep. Let's go like 1 block deeper or 2 blocks, I guess. Just in case. So we have a bit of headroom up there. And let's start digging this out. Okay, we now have a 4 wide and 15-ish deep hole. And a proper staircase to go down and up, finally. This just used to be a haphazard whatever staircase there was before. But now there's actually a proper way to go down. So yeah, now it's just time to build the actual thing down here. So first layer over here seems to be a fluid pipe and 2 engineering blocks. Okay, next layer is more of this and some sheet metal. Where did that go? Oh, here it is. Okay, now we just built this up slowly, layer by layer, seeing which ones go up and which ones don't. Ah, that's what the steel scaffolding is for. Interesting. I guess it doesn't matter which variant. But this treated wood one actually looks kind of cool. Although, yeah, the disadvantage is you can't see through it. Okay, and then we're just building this up a couple more blocks. Alright, and this layer again. Okay, and is this one of the last few layers, maybe? I'm starting to run out of materials. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And is that it? One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And is it one more time? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I don't know where the red blob is. Oh, it's all the way down there. The redstone control block. Very nice. Okay. And let's finally just clear this out. So we have a bit more space down there. I think we can actually climb this. Oh, and we can actually climb the side of the scaffolding, which is kind of nice, as you can see. I don't know if this will actually remain climbable in the future when we actually build this structure. But let's take a look. My heart stopped for a second there when I saw no food reservoir, but I forgot that it was in that chunk, not this one where it is in. Anyway, let's smack the hammer. Okay, that was close. Let's smack the hammer on this thing and see how this goes. Does it have to be a particular angle that I smack this in? Or I probably messed up one of the blocks because it's such a complicated structure. I have a feeling it might be these slabs because it's not registering. Or, yeah, I don't know. Let's try to make them the other variant that's actually shown in the diagram. And hopefully that fixes it. Alright, I replaced it with the normal variant. Let's see if that works. Ah, it doesn't. Okay, so I must have messed something up pretty badly then. Okay, so I replaced the steel scaffolding slabs one more time. And I think it looks like this variant on the book. I read on Reddit that that's what I'm supposed to use. Yeah, that's... Come on now. Come on now. Why? Why must it be so hard? But anyway, it's here now. And yeah, we can actually still climb this, which is very neat. I kind of wish that the tooltip actually said the different types of variants because it just says steel scaffolding for us now. So yeah, that's a bit annoying. Anyway, I think that's the... Oh, that's the output, I think. And where's the input? I'm assuming it's at the very top. Okay, I changed my mind a bit and I think I'm going to make a proper setup for the liquids over here. So a proper tank for the crude oil and then 3 tanks for the 3 different outputs. I read online or watched online that I probably need more for one of the types. I forgot which one though, because there's going to be a lot more of that. But okay, let's start digging over here. Here comes the first tank, I believe. Whack with a hammer, like so. Okay, I think once that is done, we can pull the outputs from this bottom over here to the input. I think is on this side. Should be here anytime now. Yep, okay, very nice. So now we just wire this around to this input over here. We're one short, of course. Oh yeah, and the other thing is we have to somehow transfer power here without killing myself again. Oh my. Yeah, I've died one more time before because of these power lines. Okay. Yeah, that should be fine, right? Yeah, let's give this a go. And They said output will actually be over here. And this would be for the solid outputs, I think. So we're gonna have to bust another wall here so we have more space. Okay, so I cleared out the space. And I guess this will be our like crude oil processing area. I heard we might need another one of these if we wanted some other byproducts. So yeah, that's that. And here's one of our tanks. But yeah, we're gonna need some more iron sheet metal. So I'll be back with some more iron plates we need to press. Okay, so I didn't know that you have to use a lever to make this an output. But as you can see, it's now draining into this thing because it's powered now using some very safe cabling. I need to like turn off my spacebar completely when I'm around this area or something. Yeah, and this uses a crap ton of energy, as you can see. But it is working solely. We got some gasoline, sulfurized diesel, and some lubricant. Okay, and we still need to make the tanks, so we'll be right back with that. But anyway, what was nice about these fluid pipes is that they can actually distribute these three liquids directly, which is kind of nice. No special things needed, just the fluid pipe. So let's wire all of these up first before I connect it to the distillation tower. And would you look at that, this time around we have exactly the number of pipes we need. Very nice. And hopefully this will be splitting up properly instead of having the three of the same liquids. Lubricant, oh okay, of course. Let's try again. So let's concentrate all the lubricant in one place. You know what? Let's disconnect this. And then let's drain this out. Unfortunately, we have 2 metal barrels here conveniently. Yeah, okay. How does this work? Gasoline. Okay, that's our gasoline. Let's put it in here. And can I don't think I can get the diesel, can I? No, I'm just gonna keep grabbing the gasoline. Okay, well, let's keep trying this and see how we go. Okay, and we finally got a bucket of sulfurized diesel. Now they're in these 3 things, and the quest is complete as well because we got those 3 buckets. Hopefully, if we plug this back in, things will go right now. Also, I think I need to, I also need to dump all the lubricant into this thing. So we have empty metal barrels ready for other uses if we need to. Okay, let's try again. And now this all should be working properly. Oh boy, okay. That was what I was trying to look up on YouTube and how to like deal with that issue. But I don't think anyone or any of the videos I watched didn't address it directly. I guess you just needed 1 bucket of each to get started with. And yeah, now it's all empty. Everything is all in here. And you can see the gasoline's filling up already. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And there's our quest cluster certificate. We definitely have a lot more to do in Immersive Engineering besides this quest. But yeah. Okay, I was about to end the video, but when I took a look at the recording time, we still have a ton of time left in the video. So I probably should try some other things like that. Well, I just lost it. But the motorboat looks so interesting because we've been exploring the seas for a while now. And it's taken an eternity. So might as well have some use for the gasoline we have now, right? But first of all, I think it would be nice if we could actually use this diesel. Because we can't use this now. This is in the form of sulfurized diesel. If it will show me, please. Oh, not this one. Not that one. This one. Sulfurized diesel. So we need to remove the sulfur from it using a sulfur recovery unit. Which is actually kind of nice. We'll get some sulfur back as well. So here are all the things needed. So we'll just get that real quick. Remember not to jump. Don't want to kill myself again. This part is okay though, because it's just LV wire, so just a bit of damage. All right, let's build this thing, shall we? So it is 5x3. So we start, I guess over here is fine, except for these 2 blocks over here, which are the heavy engineering blocks, like so. Next up, we have another heavy, a light, and then a redstone one. And then we just have sheet metal all around. And the last layer is just a bit more sheet metal, and I think another one of those blocks. Yeah, 2 of those. Oh, I'm sorry. It is 4 wide, not 5 wide. Okay, that's all right. We save a bit of space here. And then we have the light and the heavy over here. I think we just smacked the middle heavy engineering block in this case, if I didn't mess it up. Oh, I placed this one in the wrong place. Okay. So the heavy one's supposed to go down here. And then if we whack it with a hammer now, we should be good to go. There you go. There's our machine. So input's over there, which is, okay. You know what? We'll flip this around. It's okay. All right. So here's the machine facing the right way. And sulfurized diesel comes in through this side over here. Water comes in from the top. and the diesel pops out all over here. So probably just gonna make a tank behind this, like over here. All right, so pipes coming in this, actually no. Has to go from the bottom, I forgot about that. Okay, which is actually nice because it is very close to that. Just 3 pipes, and then we just need to throw in a lever over here, like so. And then we should have something moving. Yep, it's moving to here. That's good. And water needs to go from the top, which means we're going to need another fluid pump. But before that, let's build our tank first. So we're going to give it a bit of space so this can fit in a chest or some sorts. And we're going to build in the wall. Okay, the tank multi-block is done, like so. Now we just connect the pipes from here to the top of this multi-block, like so. Okay, and last but not least is the water. So we'll probably just have a fluid pump somewhere over here in this corner. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, I just stopped above. It was water bucket like this, fluid pump like this, and I just need to connect the power. And I just need to put the output to one of the sides, and then we'll pull this over upwards somehow. Yeah, I also need a hammer for the output, like that. And I think we can just directly pump this upwards so we don't block the way at all. All right, that is now connected, as you can see. And now it's just the power situation. Okay, so hopefully I wired it up in a way such that I won't electrocute myself. It's in the ceiling as much as possible. I think it's much higher than it was before. Okay, try to connect this to this. No, it works. I was not expecting that to work, but now this has some power. This has some power. Hopefully this is working. All right, the water pump needs a switch. I forgot about that. Oh my. This game, man. This game. And I think that's slowly filling up. There you go, with some diesel. Well, very nice. We now have an alternative form of power. I guess we could pump this all the way up to the diesel generator again, but for now it exists here. But yeah, that's that done now. And yeah, throwing in the diesel does activate this directly. Nice. For quite a while, actually, that one bucket. Wow. I think for now I'm going to halt the distillation process because this takes a stupid amount of energy. And yeah, hopefully we get the crude oil coming. We get this processed so we have a stockpile of diesel. But yeah, for now we have 300 buckets of gasoline. So let's put that to good use. All right, after messing with the diesel setup before, trying to get back up and running because we didn't have enough ethanol, I think, to make biodiesel. Let us make the powerboat, shall we? So we need a bit of treated wood, so let's make a bit more. I need 1 iron mechanical component, so we're going to need another one of those. So we need the copper ingot and the iron plate. We go to the engineer's workbench and make those. And I think we still have some light engineering blocks. No, we don't. Okay, we're going to make another one of those, which means we're going to have to go in here, grab 4 of these, and then that should be good to go because we have the sheet metal. Okay, and this is, I guess, one of the problems of working in a cave. I just get so many mobs. There's probably just one dark spot that I just forget to light up here. I don't know. Because light levels in 1.16 is way stricter for mob spawning. Okay, anyway. So we go to the light engineering block crafting recipe. Yeah, the sheet metal. That's what I forgot because I got distracted. Okay, here comes the light engineering block and the motorboat. Nice. Okay, the next thing you can make is this expanded fuel tank, which I definitely want. That would be very, very nice because it doubles it says. So it's going to be nice for our longer trips. Don't we still have? Yeah, we have one of these metal barrels that we can use over here. Right. Yeah, we're very full. And I actually don't know how to apply it. Let's see. Modified in engineer's workbench. Okay, that's pretty standard, I suppose, for this mod. Okay, so we just plop that in with our motorboat or something. Okay, I just did a bit of reading in a manual and they're supposed to... Okay, I thought I was going to avoid that. Oh boy, okay. I've had bad experiences with this, as you know, from the Legend of the Eye series. Okay, that was a bug that voided out a bunch of things, huh? But, oh, okay, so just put it, I guess, over there and now it has more capacity, I'm assuming. But here it is. It is in the reference of the workbench over here. So I guess the maximum we can have is 3. So we're going to have to choose wisely which one we want to do. So I think with the emergency paddles, I mean, I guess it would be nice. Could probably carry an engineering's workbench everywhere, so we can change the modifiers if we need to. Or just use a traditional bolt and break it. Maybe. I don't know if that even works. We could even have a reinforced hull so we could explore the nether. That sounds pretty interesting. An icebreaker bow seems interesting. So this allows us to explore the ice biome we had before. I don't know if that's going to be of much use. If you see on the map, we have a lot of ice over here. I don't know if we're actually going to do that. But I think for now we're going to get the maneuvering rudders. That seems very nice actually, because I don't know how big this thing is. It would be nice to have a lot of maneuvering ability. So that's made very simply like so. I'm not sure if these effects stack as well. That would be kind of cool actually. Okay, let's now place this down. And actually before that, we need to make a jerry can so we can carry around the fuel nicely. So there's actually 4 buckets, which is all we have. I kind of want more in the future, or just have some in my hand to move stuff around. But anyway, that exists now. All right, so I crafted another jerry can. I guess one of them as a backup. I actually don't know how much fuel this thing would store, but let's give it a try. Okay, how do I grab a bunch? Because it only grabs 1 bucket. Oh no, it grabs 10 buckets. Okay, I mistakenly saw that. Okay, 20 buckets seems like quite a lot of fuel. But then now when I was thinking about rowing around the nether with the motorboat, I kind of have second thoughts about it. Because, you know, it could get blasted by gas and whatnot. I don't know if that's such a fun time. But I guess we'll try it someday if we have just really rough terrain to explore. I remember it being quite tough, but it's been a while. I don't remember what the nether looks like in this world. I mean, our spawn. We'll see if we have to get there someday. Okay, enough filler talking, now we're here. Oh, okay, it's a tiny, tiny boat. Is there a GUI? Oh, well, there's the fuel tank back there. Nice. And we just right click. Okay, so the max is 16 buckets, so we could carry up quite a bit more. And if we just roll around like this. Okay, so spacebar boosts us quite quickly, as you can see. Uses up more fuel though. But yeah, wow, it actually uses up the fuel quite quickly, which is kind of sad. But that's actually quite nice to drive around in. I guess we'll just carry around extra jerry cans of that. Now we have plenty of gasoline, so I don't mind breaking this if it potentially voids the fuel. No, it keeps the fuel. Okay, that's sweet. All right, that's very nice. So we'll actually carry this around. As you can see, 14-ish buckets of gasoline. And we can fill up jerry cans to carry around for enough fuel for our travels. Very nice. And of course, if we are out of the fuel, we can always just use a regular boat that I have over here instead of using that modifier, I guess, if you want to use that slot for something else. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it in this video. I don't think I have too many other uses I want to explore for this crude oil that we got here. But that's a pretty interesting exploration into this part of immersive engineering that I've never touched yet. But yeah, hopefully next time will be some railroading. Finally. That's the moment we've all been waiting for, which is what this channel is about. So excited to see you there. But yeah, hope you enjoyed today's video. Have a good rest of your day. And as always, God bless.